Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the month of August. I am so excited to share a little day in the life, give you guys some updates and all the things you have to look forward to on my channel. I also have a very good recipe that I'm going to be making directly out of this garden, and I cannot wait. And little baby Henry will be joining us for a little bit to say hi. If you guys are new here, my name's Nicholsen, and I love to share all things homemaking. I have a lot of fall, Halloween, and Christmas decorating coming up on my channel, and lots of new recipes. If you like that type of content, please hit the subscribe button and let's jump into this beautiful day. Stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Part of my early morning routine is always to have a little bit of coffee, and then I always have my AG1. I have shared this on my channel many times. You guys know I've been taking AG1 for quite some time. I actually asked you guys over on Instagram if you took it, and many of you do. And for those of you who don't, I will share a little bit about AG1. If you aren't familiar with AG1, they take different supplements and put them all into one holistic health routine. AG1 comes in one scoop with 8 ounces of water, packed with things like energy boost and immune defense with 75 whole food nutrients, probiotics and prebiotics, which support your gut health, which is extremely important. And then it also has adaptogens, which help you focus on things like stress, mood balance, immune deficiencies, focus energy, and all the things I used to take in multiple different forms, I get in just 8 ounces of water and 1 scoop of AG1. I feel like in my 20s, I didn't really care much about what I put into my body. And as I'm growing older and I have children now, it really is important that the things that I am ingesting are healthy. The doctors, scientists, and researchers at AG1 worked with third-party experts to test their complete formula. 97% of participants found that they had more energy and that their gut health felt better. I will tell you, I've been drinking this for months. I drink it every single morning. I put a little electrolyte in it as well, and AG1 has been a game changer for me. My husband also enjoys it as well. I think the flavor is very good. It reminds me of like a pineapple vanilla. I don't know how to explain it, but if you guys want to check out AG1, they are inviting all of my viewers today to head to the link below or use the QR code here on screen. They will give you a year supply of their vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 AG travel packs for free with your subscription. I love the travel packs. I have them in my purse. I also keep them in my desk at work just in case I'm running a little low on time and I forget to grab it on my way out of the house. I highly recommend, if you are like me and you're looking for a better way to get all the nutrients you need throughout the day, I highly recommend at least trying AG1. But also thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Okay, so now that I got my AG1 down, we are going to go for a nice walk. I have been finding that I've been needing walks more and more recently. I got to redo this porch for fall, but today we're going to do a little vineyard walk. It's such a wonderful little neighborhood we live in. I live in the Napa Valley if you're new here, and this is a typical view. I'm also going to take you guys on a little drive to work, show you the work garden because it is just absolutely beautiful. But here are the grapes as they're starting to turn from green to purple. It's just the most beautiful morning. Tell us in the comments down below, what are your morning routines?
What I'm to do, I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late. I shouldn't sit here contemplating. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing from drunken nights.
I just thought I'd give you a little work update. We have so much going on in the garden today. So we have all of the pollinators. This is our second crop this summer. So we've got all kinds of different flowers happening. You guys remember from our past video, these are so different. I especially love these. They're so pretty. Right on brand for our colors too, which I just love. It is about 96 out right now. It's pretty hot. And over here we have some, I think these are squash. Oh, we had green beans over here and strawberries. We've been harvesting so many strawberries this summer. Over here we have, these are our onions and more strawberries, some Swiss chard, and then over here we've got some more squash. We have melons. These are all, look at this tarragon, you guys. You know how much I've been trying to grow this in my garden? They just do it so well here. And then over here, our tomatoes are not looking as great, and neither are mine at home. So I don't know if we're just not having a great tomato season, but here's the tomatoes. Right? They're just like, it's just not doing it for me this year. Melons over here. We just harvest them all. They're actually all up in my office. And zucchinis. So beautiful. I feel like my zucchinis are dying. And over here we have, this is the tea garden. I wish you guys could smell this. It's one of my favorite beds. And then let me take you over here, show you some of my other favorite things. We have, these are called golden raspberries. They're little raspberries, but they're yellow and they're so sweet. I saw these in the garden, I'm sorry, in the kitchen at the winery yesterday, so we must have harvested them all. There's a couple. How cute those are. Got chickens are out there having a good time. It's our insectary for all the insects. And we've got some peppers here. These fun ones. Those are all hot peppers. And then we have this cute little artichoke, which the bees really like. We actually don't eat bees. Anywho, I've got some tours here today. I actually have two large groups here having lunch. And I'm gonna take off and go home and tend to my own garden. Look at that perfect strawberry. Tend to my own garden and take you guys along this beautiful day. I'm gonna do a little workout. Not sure yet. Pretty imperfect. Hello, bumblebee. Okay, I wanted to give you guys a little update on the Poolio. So the plan was to take it down to the second step, which I didn't quite do. Oh my God, it is so green. And then start refilling it. I think we should take some more water out. We considered replastering the side, but I think we could go another year or so. It's not like, it's not terrible, but it is like, it does kind of need to be updated. But we currently have way too many projects going, so we're not gonna do that, but I'm gonna have my husband take another foot of water out, I think. At least down to like that third step. But it's coming along. I guess I forgot to mention in that video. So our pool turned green after our CYA levels are. So that's a pool conditioner issue. It just got really high for some reason, and we were trying to shock it and get it to calm down. It wouldn't. So we ended up having to drain it. It's perfectly fixed now, but boy, was that a huge project. So now that I'm home, I want to get some eggs out of the coop. I let broody old Blanca out. She needs to get her life together. She has been broody all summer. Like usually she gets a little broody in the spring, but my goodness. So today I'm going to harvest some Roma tomatoes. I also had some cherry heirloom tomatoes. I thought what I would do is harvest everything, take a look, and then I was going to make dinner just with the items I found here in the garden, less the tomato sauce. I was considering being one of those moms that makes her own homemade tomato sauce, but you know what? It's been a really long day and I'm not really in that kind of mood. So we are going to make some dinner from the garden and feed the chickens and have a little fun out here. My garden has been a little out of control this summer. Tell me in the comments down below if you have a garden. How are your vegetables and your fruits going? I feel like these tomatoes have been very rough this year. I am not super excited to come out to my garden because I have 0 peppers, and peppers were like my favorite thing. It's one thing I used to get really excited about coming out here and harvesting all my padrones. Earlier in the growing season, my chickens came out and ate all of them down to the nub, and by the time I was trying to find new starts, they were sold out. So I'm really bummed about that. I even tried to grow some by seed, and it was just too late in the season. I was able to pull off some of these beautiful eggplants. As you guys remember, that particular zucchini, tomato, and eggplant bed is my ratatouille bed, and I actually don't care for eggplant, but I do like eggplant parmesan, so I thought I would make some eggplant parm. I had tons of fresh basil, and then maybe do a little tomato and basil salad, like a bruschetta. I think would be really yummy. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to show you how I made that. Since I wasn't prepared for what I was going to be making for dinner, I didn't have all the ingredients. I'll share that with you guys in a minute. To actually pull this off, but the things that I did find were actually better than the recipe that I currently had that was my mom's. So I'll share that with you in a minute. Some chicken thighs in the refrigerator I needed to cook up, but I wanted to marinate them before I did that, so we're going to actually have this the night after. But I had some chipotle in here, so I thought I'd throw that into this bowl. We're going to throw some chicken thighs in there, mix that up, and get that in the refrigerator. I did get a little bit of chicken on my shirt, so I ended up changing, but we're going to come back in here, say hello to Henry, and then get cooking. While I was trying to put on my apron to avoid from getting dirty again, Henry was trying to bite at these little strings. So if you guys haven't met Henry yet, he is our newest kitten. We found him in our shed in the backyard, and he has become one of the sweetest house cats. He is such a love, and thank you all for your help naming him. I'm going to put him over in his little bassinet thingy, and then I'm going to get cooking. But he's such a love. Give this video a thumbs up to say hi. So after I washed my hands, I wanted to get all the ingredients I was going to be using. We're going to need some eggplant, some of those fresh eggs from the chickens, some basil, and then I'm going to get some cheeses. I was really bummed because I didn't have enough mozzarella to actually do this dish the way I typically do. I call for mozzarella, Parmesan cheese, and then I did have a little bit of fresh mozzarella, so I was able to put that on top, but it comes together beautifully. Now, since I didn't have as much of the Parmesan as I wanted, or the mozzarella, I ended up going in the refrigerator and finding some whipped cream cheese, which I usually put ricotta in here, didn't have any. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm never using ricotta again. It's whipped cream cheese for life. This was mouth-watering good. I served this dish to my son, who is 13, and he, at the very end, I said, "Oh, what did you think about the chicken parm?" He's like, "Mom, it was delicious, the best you've ever made." I was like, "That was eggplant." And he said I was rude for that, but we both laughed, and he loved it. So here's how to make it. I'm going to just cut up these little pieces of the eggplant. We're going to be dipping that in an egg wash and then into a panko breadcrumb mix. I ended up adding a little bit of Parmesan cheese to the panko just to bring that cheesy flavor in. And then we're going to roast those for about 10 minutes on each side. It's been so fun getting all of the fall decor up. The house has just felt so different. I even have my pumpkin spice candles going, and it's just so lovely. Tell us in the comments down below if you've been enjoying watching some fall decorating videos, just getting inspired for when you decide to start decorating. I know I've been looking for them and watching them as much as I can. I've been watching some from 2023, but I'd love to know if you're getting ready to do some decorating for yourself soon. I'm really excited for Halloween this year, so if you like those types of videos, definitely hit the subscribe button because I have a lot coming up, and it'll be a really fun year to do different projects for Halloween. I have a couple little fun things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, so if you want to see that, definitely hit the subscribe button. I do have lots of day in the life cooking type of videos coming up as well, and then obviously lots of cleaning videos because we're a family of 6. We're always cleaning. The house is always in need of a deep clean. So for this salad, I decided to take these cherry tomatoes and just quarter them. I'm going to add some basil and then some garlic to it. I usually don't use fresh garlic when I'm cooking for the kids because it can be kind of hard on their tummies. So this dish is really good as an appetizer as well, with some baguette that's been toasted with a little olive oil. All you're going to do is throw the cherry tomatoes in a bowl, add some chopped basil. We're going to add some garlic, olive oil, and then a little bit of balsamic. I like to add in a little bit of salt and pepper as well, and then let that sit for a good 20 minutes. You'll see the salt will actually pull out a lot of the juices, which you can later remove if you'd like. I'm going to be doing this as a salad, so I'm going to leave all of that in here. Once that's done, I went and flipped over our eggplant. I let that cook for another 10 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out and we're going to start making our Parmesan. To make this dish, I'm going to put a little bit of tomato sauce at the bottom, or just use any spaghetti sauce. And then I usually put ricotta on this, but I didn't have any, so I just used some whip plain cream cheese, and I'm just going to mix that in and then try to coat as evenly as possible the bottom of the pan. From there, we're going to layer on our eggplant. Then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and then we're going to just layer it all over again. We're going to do 2 layers of this, and if you find that you have a little extra room on the side, you can always cut your eggplants in half. This took me about 10 minutes to make. It was so delicious, and again, I'm not a huge eggplant person, but I'm telling you, this was very healthy, very delicious. I highly recommend giving this a whirl. Now that I have the pasta sauce cap on there, I'm going to just add, I had a little bit of fresh mozzarella. I thought it'd be nice to just cut these up and add them to the top, give it that little extra layer of cheese. Then I'm going to take some fresh basil, and we are going to just add a little bit to the top of this. Once you get this in the oven and get it cooking, you're going to want to put I put a little olive oil spray on some foil. That keeps your cheese and that beautiful basil from getting overcooked. I cooked that for about 20 minutes at 360, I think, 375, somewhere in there. And while that was cooking, I made the kids pasta. Not all of my children wanted to have eggplant parmesan, so I decided to make a very simple pasta with them with a little leftover pasta sauce, and I cannot wait to show you how it all turns out. Here is how it turned out. We absolutely devoured that entire dish. It was so good. I add a little fresh basil to the top. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe because this Friday I have a huge announcement. Okay guys, see you in the next video real soon. Bye!